Hey guys, today I'll be showing you the process in which I made the Stag Beetle fight from Jojolion chapter 34 through 37. This is the reference photo I used when I started planning the process, and I made sure to take note of the measurements in this panel when I was sketching out the pattern for the battlefield. I have these architect rulers I thought I could use for measuring, but I realized I had no idea how to read them. I didn't have any normal rulers, but luckily I realized I had a measuring tape that was in centimeters. The diameter of the battlefield is 27.5 centimeters, so I drew a straight line that was exactly that size. I then measured roughly where that is on my inch ruler and found the halfway point. This is all so that I can make a perfect cross and use a compass to make the perfect circle. Unfortunately, I couldn't find my compass, so I quickly made one out of a mini jam jar and 2 pencils, and I drew out my circle. To build the battlefield, I used this high density foam for the inside and wrapped the shaped foam with a roll of cork. Even though in the manga the battlefield is completely made of cork and hardened with resin, I didn't want to spend a lot of money on a block of cork, nor did I want the sculpture to be too heavy. I used my template to trace out the outline, and I roughly cut out 4 stacks from the 2 pieces of foam. I trimmed the edges but didn't worry too much about how neat it was because it would be covered in cork in the end anyway. I glued all the pieces together with E6000 and started to trace out the pieces of cork so I can cover them with foam. I glued them again with E6000 and let them dry for about 4 hours. Next, I worked on the border of the battlefield. I measured the circumference and wrapped the twine over and over. I secured it with 8 different knots and wrapped the knots with the excess twine and held everything into place with hot glue. Off camera, I made the little silver knobs that hang under each knot and secured them into place with hot glue. I then drew the 2 Dorcas Titanus Palawanicus on the template so that I can use it as a guide to scale the beetles to the size of the battlefield. I sculpted the bottom half of the beetle and started slowly to work my way up. After the head and body, I started on the mandibles. After the mandibles were securely attached, I measured and bent sculpting wire as a base for the legs. I made 8 legs and attached them to the body. This is what it looks like on my baking tray with mini jam jars as support while it's in the oven. I then repeated my steps and created another smaller beetle. I baked them and let them cool, and I started to begin the process of painting them. After they were all coated, I used my hand drill to make 2 holes underneath the beetle so they could be held in place securely without falling over. After the wiring was done, I went back in with hot glue and secured some of the legs to the cork. Off camera, I drew the stickers they used to indicate which beetles was whose and glued them on. Josuke's star was on the bigger one and Jobin's sticker was on the smaller one. And with that, it is complete. I was rereading Jojolion with my friends a while ago, and when we got to this arc, I was inspired to make it, even though it's not a stand. I remember being shocked while reading this because it feels like Araki can make anything really interesting and intense, and I definitely didn't expect to get super engrossed in a stag beetle fight. I'm running out of stands to make in Jojolion, but you can bet that I'll be making more things like this from part 8. Thank you for watching this process video. Like, favorite, subscribe, and check out the links in the description box below for my socials. Check out JoJo Wiki for all your JoJo information. Link in the description box below. Join my Discord to talk to me and other JoJo fans, and consider supporting me on Patreon. Thank you to my patrons Hamon Beat and Cloudy, and thank you for watching. Bye!